When God closes a door, it is a sign of love. When God closes the door, it is a sign of redirection. When God closes a door, it is for your own protection, your own benefit. In fact, we could almost say with God, there is no such things as closing the door. For example, if God had not closed that door, would that be a door for you to walk through in the first place? Well, the answer is no. Thus, a closed door that is closed by the Lord is the best thing that could happen to you in a certain season of your life. Perhaps you're in that season right now. You might have been banking on that door, hitting on that door, pounding on that door. You wonder, why is it that others just walk through and you're pounding and nothing seems to change? Possibility is that you're the wrong door, or God Himself has shut that door. Well, you may say, well, if God locked the door, if God closed the door for me, then I should have known because, He's loving, He's kind. He's going to make me know that He's the one that has shut that door. You're absolutely right from your point of view, but you're biblically inaccurate. Let me explain. The Apostle Paul embarked on the missionary journey. Now, I'd like you to come with me to observe the preparation that led to what we today call the Macedonian call. All right? Before there was such thing as the Macedonian call, the Apostle Paul and the group had been on a great ordeal. First, Paul had embarked on this missionary journey because the Lord had led him to. Now, mind you, Paul had claim to fame, respected, and God has used him tremendously. There was a huge group of people among him that, as we know, Dr. Luke was part of that group. Paul left for a journey that they believe, at least Paul believed, he was being led by God towards this missionary journey. Only for Paul to stop at one point and tell the group that Jesus is opposing us from moving ahead. Excuse me, Paul, you may ask. And I want you to imagine yourself being a member of the team that Paul is leading. All right? You're a member of that team. You left enthused, excited, and you've done all this mission preparation with your church, friends, family, and you join the group and off you go. Only to be told by the leader of that group, whom you respected very much, that he felt convincingly clear at that point that Jesus is opposing him from moving forward. So you have to counsel the idea of going towards this city for evangelism or mission. And a few minutes later, he come back and said, I have a sense we should go this way. You're a member of the group. You want to be a team member. Few days, few hours later, he stopped and called a team meeting and said, you know what, I feel like we're being opposed by the Holy Spirit Himself. How would you feel if you're part of that group? Well, this is exactly how Luke and the rest will feel. Now, think of it that you're the leader of the team. You embark on a journey, you believe it was divine guidance. And suddenly, you're beginning to discover more and more after arriving at a certain step or stages of that journey that you need to go on the opposite direction, because not only are you finding it a locked door moving forward, there's a sense that God is not responding to any of the prayer you've been praying. So potentially it could be God who is closing that door. And you might be wondering, how do I tell everybody around me? How do I tell the people that God is the one opposing me from going this direction? I brought them on the basis of the word of the Lord. And this is where many people, leadership, become a subject of fear. Yes, you become a subject of fear because you are afraid of what people will say. You're afraid of losing people, which is a practical reality. What would they think? How would they respond? Would anyone believe anything I say anymore? Would they trust me again? The point of the matter here is, did you plan to close that door in front of you? The answer is no. Did you plan that at this stage, you're going to have a meeting to test them by saying, God is opposing us? If the answer is no, then yes, it's okay to feel and have this thought of what will people say and how people might respond. However, you must fasten your seatbelt, share with the people what you believe at that point God is saying to you. If the door is shut, locked, you've been praying, nothing is happening, stop, pause, check in with God, and tell the people exactly what Paul said. So we're going to go right. Of course, the people will wonder, are you sure? Yes. Again, in leadership, you come to a point where, yeah, sort of, I'm sure, sort of. What do you mean, sort of? Well, because I was equally sure when we embark on this journey, only to be opposed by Jesus. So how can I authenticate that I'm absolutely sure going right now or going left? The point is, are you sure and certain at that point of the perceiving of the voice or the guidance? That's as much surety you could have. Therefore, are you sure? Absolutely yes. If you don't have any other divine directives, are you sure we are moving in this direction just after being opposed? The answer is unequivocally yes. And Paul did just that. Only a few hours later, a few days later, to be opposed by the Holy Spirit. We'll talk about how the hindrances are interconnected with the Holy Spirit and Jesus. Fascinating. But let's stick with this observation. So Paul is now opposed by the Holy Spirit himself. Mind you, the Holy Spirit, as promised by Jesus, is the leader who will guide his disciples into all truth, who will guide them into the calling. Remember, they are to remain in Jerusalem until they have been endowed with power from above in order to fulfill the responsibility has given to them. So now, Paul had to call another meeting of this wonderful fired up mission group. One disappointment has happened. Oh well, things are back on track, only to be called for a meeting. Is it a prayer meeting, Paul? It depends how you look at it, because I'm very sure at this point that the Holy Spirit is saying we cannot move forward. At this point, it's very much possible that perhaps half of the group is no longer with Paul. All of the group, who knows? I wasn't there. But I want you to imagine this scenario as the leader of the group. What would you do if that's what the Holy Spirit said? I'm opposing you. What would you do? Would you tell the people, I'm wrong? I was wrong. Because it is the Holy Spirit who is saying, you oppose me and I cannot go further. Could this be one of the best leadership manual given to us by the Apostle Paul through his own personal journey? So when God opposes you, it is not like an opposition, so to speak. When God opposes you, perhaps it's the most loving, caring, compassionate action you want God to undertake rather than let you go through that door. So if you are in front of a door, you've been banking on it and it refuses, pause, get out of that door, look up. That night, Paul got a vision, a man from Macedonia saying, come over and help us. And I pray that for you now in Jesus' name.